this is staff writer Madeline Therriault, and on today's Pinch of Positivity episode, I'm going to be talking about the difference between helping people and being there for people, and the positives that can come from doing both. So I actually just had this conversation last week with somebody, so shout out. But there's a difference between the two, and sometimes the lines can kind of get blurred. Sometimes us as people, especially when we feel empathy towards people, we want to help them, and that's just a natural human instinct, is to help people, but in some cases you just need to be there for them, and that's just kind of point blank period. And to kind of elaborate on that, we tend to push ourselves past our limits to help the people that we love, when again, in reality, some people may need just words of encouragement, and just to have the fact be known that you're there for them. Doing things doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually helping them in the long run. You could be pushing things. With the events happening now currently, there's definitely a lot of dark shadow around, and when I talk to people, it's always a point of conversation about all the events happening in the world, and especially right now with people being deported, and with people who are trans and queer, their rights being stripped away slowly but surely. And so whenever I talk to people about it, my natural instinct is, oh my goodness, how can I help? I want to help you feel better. But those two examples are kind of things that you can't really help. I mean, there's really nothing in the end that you can do about it. And as much as that sucks to hear, it's the truth. And so that's one of the cases where, as long as you're there for those people, if that's your friend that is going through that, just showing that you're there for them is more than enough support for them, to help them get through. I was told the other day by the journalism advisor, Mr. Spencer, something that really stuck with me, and I've been thinking about it this past week, because this past week was personally really hard for me. But what was said was, sometimes you kind of just need to take off the superhero cape, because in the end, the superhero cape, it doesn't really do you much good, because you're sort of just masking yourself to be this person, and to always be, oh, I'm here to help, I'm here to help, I'm here to help. But again, in reality, that's not really the solution to things. Instead of putting on a front and always wanting to help people, just words of encouragement can get you there. Something that, myself personally, I need to work with is, if you can't help people, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're, not helping them, period, or your help isn't positive. You showing up for people already is a positive step forward. You are showing this person that you want to help them, and you want to be there for them, even if you can't help them, and that's okay. Sometimes I feel, though, we need to take a step back, as human people, when, especially if it's a problem that somebody else is going through. You don't want to end up putting that pain on yourself. In the end, simple words of encouragement can actually go a long way. and actually a longer way than actions. So especially in times like these where some people are very uncertain on what's about to come, tell your friends and tell your loved ones that you are there for them. And if they need anything, always be there for them as a support. Not necessarily with actions, but definitely with thoughts and with feelings and with your words, showing them that you are there for them, and it will make such a difference and certainly bring light to them and bring positivity to them. Thank you for listening to this week's Pinch of Positivity episode. Like I said, I'm staff writer Madeline Therriault, and make sure to keep updated with us on the prowlernews.org and on Instagram at TikTok at SMHS Prowler.